Hi everyone, I hope you saw our lovely numbers, and I'm here with Jill.
And lots of shapes and flowers.
No, I'm still struggling with this technology.
Juliet's been playing, basically. Juliet's been playing.
Yeah, I'm quite playing. I mean, this looks kind of Native American, doesn't it? What do you think of the theme?
I quite like it. There's kind of lots of nice shamanic type symbols. I don't know. I quite like it.
The thing is, I don't seem to have much control over what comes up, so I haven't quite figured out how to put it on, how to take it off, and so on. But you know what? Being able to play is really, really important because, yeah, it's a sign. It's a sign that, you know, that we can manage our stress levels if we can get to be playful a little bit. So.
Yeah, it's interesting. I was talking to a nurse today, and you might know her because I think she's going to join our group. Her name's Nurse Kirsty, and she is one of the first whistleblowers that came out. And she's got to the point at which we were discussing today how now it's all about having fun. She's signed up to doing some new courses. You know, she's left the NHS, but she's finding a way now in which she can help and support people in other ways. And she's really enjoying going back to learning. This is what we want to be promoting in our group, the Outsiders Social Network. We've settled on a title, have we not?
We have done that.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to be doing in the group is, you know, obviously we want you to share your stories. We want you to give you support. We want to be able to give you some top tips. But we also want to make it really positive, don't we?
Absolutely. These kind of Indian Native American symbols reminds me of a message that we just had from one of the Hopi elders about the importance of not just focusing on all the fact that there's a genocide going on and the doom and gloom, but it's like, what is going to carry us through this?
Yeah.
And he said about how Native American people have gone through tremendously hard times, so many times, but they always keep alive their playfulness, their dances, their rituals, ceremonies, and because that's what keeps the human spirit alive. That's what connects us. And so,
yes, I saw that post, Juliet. In fact, I shared it in one of my other groups. So when we've posted this, once we've come off the live, it would be really nice if you post that underneath as a comment under here so people can read it, because it is lovely.
Oh yes, that's a really good idea.
Yeah, really inspiring.
Yes. Yeah, so Jill, thank you so much for inspiring me with this idea of us doing this group together, because I've been anxious myself, because what we're talking about has really affected me with my own family, and that's been really distressing. But also so many people come to me, and, you know, we've had since last week, do you know how much response we had from our little video that we did?
No, I haven't seen actually. I know that I've had personal responses saying this is a really good idea.
Yeah. I've had quite a few people as well saying, oh yes, they'd really like to join the Zoom group that we're going to be setting up. So,
we need to announce that. So we've set the date for our first Zoom. So it's going to be next Monday, the 12th of July.
At 8 o'clock, 8
o'clock. So after you've fed the children or watered the dog or whatever it is that you need to do, we thought we'd try 8 o'clock on a Monday. It's not to say that every one of those is going to be a Monday night.
Nothing is going to be fixed here. We're just exploring as to what can be really helpful to you.
What people really want, I think, is the most important thing. We're here to serve and to provide this space for you, you know, to share and ask any questions that you've got, and to just gain some support. And it's not about us being the wise women. It's, you know, we've got lots of people who will be joining the call, men and women, who will have lots of advice and tips and, you know, just sharing how they're coping, because it's these unprecedented times. But I think we have more in common than we have differences. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, absolutely. And if there's anybody watching now who are, you know, if you want to put your questions now, this is a really good moment to bring forward your curiosity about what we're aiming for, what we're hoping to do.
If you want to do that privately, that's fine as well, because what we're not going to do is what a lot of groups do, which, you know, have this open forum, and then, you know, there's lots and lots of threads going on, some people kind of misconstrue things that are written down, and we don't want that to happen.
No.
And we also don't want it to get taken down, because it's very easy for the police to be going, oh, you know, you're not allowed to say this or do that. So really, this is a conduit, if you like. This is the front facing bit of what we really want to do, which is to create a conversation, a live conversation on Zoom, so that everybody can have their camera on, we can see each other, we can connect, because that's the bit that we have been forced to not to be able to do for so many months. And it's the bit that actually is what makes us whole and keeps us sane and happy.
Absolutely, and connection is fundamental to human beings. And then when we can't connect, that's really traumatizing. That's really damaging, because our relationships get broken. And connecting in a really safe way. So the whole point of doing the Zoom meetings is that we're going to hold that really, really safe there, with some really fundamental rules about confidentiality, respect, mutual respect, listening with compassion, so that we create a space for each one of us to come forward if we want to. There's no obligation. And although there is a camera, it's like, if it happens in a moment that you want to turn your camera off, that's fine as well. It's for some people it's really hard, especially if we're not used to being on camera.
Yes, yeah.
So it's just about like giving you a possibility to take that weight off your heart for what you're going through at this moment.
Yes, and we're on a roller coaster ride. Even those of us that know that this is all going to turn out well, you know, there are days when you just feel, oh, I really can't go on. You know, I know too much, and how am I going to be able to continue with all this worry and grief? So, you know, we know that you'll be feeling like this as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so touched by that, just thinking about that. And
just to say as well, we've created a Telegram group. So if you're on Telegram, the Outsiders Social Network is on Telegram, and there's a chat facility in there. And we've also created a private Facebook group here too. That has questions. So it has 3 questions. You won't get in unless you answer all of those 3 questions, just to say. So please, when you click on it, if you are invited or if you find us, click the questions straight away. Otherwise they expire, and then your invitation expires. It's one of those things. Yeah,
thank you, Jill, for doing that. And can you put the link for the Telegram underneath here as well?
I will, yes. So we'll have a whole thread of things, ways for you to contact us, ways for you to connect with us and connect with each other as well.
Yeah, and do share it. If you know somebody that's in this position that we're talking about, that feels like they're ostracized from their family, their social circles, their friends, or that they're in this polarized situation with making a choice about
what to do and what not to do.
Exactly, yeah. What to do, what not to do about what's going on. And so that you can share from your heart how that's affecting you.
Yeah.
Because this is crazy making at the moment. And I think intentionally so, is that it's about making you feel like your feelings don't matter, or your feelings are crazy, or you're stupid, or whatever, you know. And it's not true. That your feelings, the way you're being affected by what's happening, is actually really, really important, fundamentally important.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so this is a big healing process. And just to say also, within the group, then there will be opportunities for healing and opportunities for helping you transform the feelings. And also that has an impact globally. The work that we do within the group will then ripple out and have an impact on what's happening in the larger population.
Yes, I agree with that. I was talking about it today, about how we are much more important. Those of us that are, I don't know what you want to call yourself, a truther or awakened soul or whatever it is that actually this is about a global spiritual awakening. And every one of you that listens to this, and every one of you that comes on that call, you have your own important role to play in that. So if you think you are powerless, We're going to teach you how powerful you are.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that image of the bees. If you think that you're powerless, you know, one bee is probably not going to affect you, but just wait till the swarm comes or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. So you might not be able to get on a train and go to London with 2 million other people. But actually, this, in my opinion, as I understand it and as my own learning continues, what we do in terms of our standing in our own power and using our magical superpowers, as my friend Amanda will teach you, that is actually what's going to change the world and what's going to create it the place that you and I want it to be.
Yeah, absolutely. And Thomas Hugel, who's he's working with restoration of the things that happened between Germany and the Jewish people and other kinds of genocides. He's talking about the importance of global social witnessing.
Mm-hmm.
When we come together as a group and we're holding, you know, we're witnessing that pain that's there, then it's incredibly powerful. That energetically is very powerful for a larger scale healing work. So that's the focus of what he does. And I studied with Thomas last year in Jerusalem, and I'm participated in events like that. So I'd really like to bring forward to these Zoom meetings what I've learned with Thomas.
Yes, Juliet is so valuable. Don't underestimate her, guys. But we also know lots of other people that we can bring on that are going to inspire you and help you and provide support and top tips, because that's what it's all about. It's all about sharing and creating this wonderful social network that is really going to make a difference. I know that's my dream for it, and I think it is yours as well, Juliet, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. To serve and to bring in that energy of that divine energy, however you want to name it. I'm always a bit kind of shy when I talk about things like that, but you know, I was sitting outside looking at my garden today, at all the flowers in the garden, and I'm just reflecting on, you don't have to tell a flower what to do, you don't have to tell a plant what to do. It has such wisdom, such intelligence in it, and it knows exactly when to start putting up the shoots and when to create the bud and when to open the flower. And then it gets fertilized, the bees know when to come, and then the seed pods start to form and the seeds sprinkle. It's like that intelligence is sitting there within the flower. That is the divine intelligence, and the same intelligence sits within you, within me, and that we do not need an outside source through drugs or artificial things or injections or whatever to tell us how to or how our systems should work, how our bodies should work. All that wisdom is within us, and that we're all interconnected with each other, with the environment, with, you know, even out to the solar systems.
Yes, and you don't even need to consider yourself to be a spiritual person, you know. And I think, you know, 18 months ago, there's a lot of people that I know that had absolutely no idea about any of this stuff and have had their own really very rapid journey into believing what they believe about themselves and the world nowadays. And it's, you know, it is a lot to take in. I also know a lot of people that have been awake to all of this stuff for 30 years. Goodness knows how they've managed. I don't know. So it's not a judgmental thing about, you know, whether or not you believe in this or that, you know, we are going to be talking about those sorts of things. But if this is just about you, even if you, for example, you know, living with somebody that wants to go and have the injection and you don't want them to, or even if you've had it and now regret it, all those things are open for you know, all this is open for you to come and share.
Yeah, and to get in touch with how immensely powerful you are, and how whatever choices you may have made, that you do have the capacity, even though there's this information going out that, oh, this is undoable if you've done this thing, that nothing is finite. The universe is forever changing, transforming, creating, and you're an amazing being. As a human being, you have incredible powers, and we know such a little about ourselves. We have so little understanding about the immense capacity we have.
Yeah. There's so much that we don't know about all of this, and therefore because nothing is set in stone, that means there is possibility in everything.
Yeah. So yes, we welcome you. Bring all your possibilities, all your creativity to the group.
And a cup of coffee or a minty fresh beverage. We don't mind.
Absolutely, and bring your tears and bring your laughter. Everything is welcome here.
Yeah.
Everything is welcome except disrespect
and judgment.
Judgment.
Yeah. Okay, well, brilliant to connect with you all again. I'm going to put some links underneath this video. Come and join us on Telegram, in the Facebook group. Don't forget to answer the questions. And if you want to come into Telegram particularly and you want to ask some questions and find out a little bit more about the group, whether or not it's for you, we will try and police that and get back to you.
Yeah, absolutely. And we might do another little live. What's today? It's Tuesday. Yeah, we'll do another
Tuesday. Yeah, maybe do one on Thursday or Friday, something like that.
Yeah,
we'll jump
absolutely.
on and connect again.
Yeah, and bring your friends along, and it'll be with a different theme. Maybe I'll have.
I can't wait.
Oh wait. Oh well, I get bored very easily. I always have to change things.
Okay, everybody, lots of love, and I hope those of you that are watching the football tonight enjoy Spain versus Italy, and we'll see you on the other side of Italy versus. I'm supposed to know who that is. Denmark, is it? I don't know.
I know nothing about football.
Well, yeah, but lots of people watch it. Anyway.
Yeah, lots of people watch it. We had to change some calls tonight.
Yeah, we've had to change some things around, yeah, so people can watch football. Okay, lots of love, everybody. Yeah. Lots of love to you, Juliet.
Lots of love to you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. So.